Today is the 9th of January 2025. Happy New Year. Today we will be sending some water correctant parameters to Ogun State. That means between Ikenne to Jebu Ode. So that is where this is going today. This is being sent to one of our customers that we have been coexisting for over 5 years, and we have sent a lot of things. But why am I making this video particularly today? I'm making this video for those of you that joined newly into catfish farming, and you have been hearing of such or some parameters that you can use to correct your water, most especially if you test your water. I think before you ever emphasizing or you thinking of you really want to use any parameters, any materials to test your water, I think you should need to test the water. If you can't take it for the comprehensive analysis test in a lab, you can get some kits that you can use in checking. And despite that, I normally advise, if you are even taking it to a lab for a comprehensive test, it is very equitable and very important for you to have those kits to be checking it on a daily basis, because water do revolves, it changes. Look at what you call the weather, the ecosystem changes. The weather presently is changing. There's no lot of harmattan, and there's a time this water changes, it revolves, and once it revolves, this may affect or attack your fryers, most especially if you are into catfish hatchery, and affecting your fryers, it is somehow very difficult for you to control. So I'll be giving you some analysis on how you can correct your water. That means if you test your water and you notice your water is acidic and hard, so if you notice such an event in your parameters, how can you cushion it up to neutral? For those of you that your water have run to alkaline and you have done the test, I've already given lot of videos on how you can reverse it. That is what you can use in reversing it from the alkaline state to neutral. That means reduction. So that is what you can use. And I gave some other materials that you can use. If you can't get it, you can go back and watch my video on any of the social media after this, or I will try to put one or two of it here, the links here, so that you can have an easy access to it. But what am I talking about today? I'm talking about how you can boost your water up if your water is low and is acidic. That means the cubic acid content in the water is high, and you know how dangerous this is, even to human consumption. Most of us that are drinking bowls water and in our house and are not really care, maybe we don't want to buy table water or a purified water that from a reputable company, and we are killing ourselves gradually by drinking the acidic water. Yeah, so not to talk of fish, they are very fragile. When they are very fragile, they could not take the impact of the stress this water is giving them, and they start dropping. So we'll be giving you a little experiment on the sample on what these do to help your fishes. This thing I'm talking about. And what am I sending today? The first thing we are sending today is what we call the seashell. This is the seashell, and we know the seashell. The seashell is a concord materials from seas. It's a natural way of reducing or boosting your water. And how do we do this? We go to the sea, get some materials. What the first thing we do is that I first looked at, by the time I'm testing water, maybe I'm testing water from the eating pond or I'm testing water from the wild, I notice the water is so clean, so pure. So what are these parameters that nature brings in purifying this water and managing the parameters of the waters? So by the time I discovered, I will now go deeper into my research to get what we call the seashells. So what I do is that I tested a lot of seashells, because there are a lot of seashells. I tested, there are the pre-local fish, a lot of seashells. So I tested it, lot of seashells that I can lay my hands on, and I put them into water naturally like that, purely like that, and I started doing the testing. So by the time I started doing the testing, I started picking out the one that I know is very, very effective. So after knowing the one that is so effective, I now realized if I should put, as I'm bringing it from the wire, it's from the sea, as I should put it into the water, the effect takes longer. It's a gradual, it takes longer to manifest, to be implemented into the water and to help your fishes. So what I now do is that I now crushed it. So crushing it make it very fast and reliable and durable. So that is what we are sending today. We are sending some samples of the seashell, as you know, to the city of Akure today. So what I will do is that I would like to check this water first, and I would like to do the sample of the seashell. Please, this will take some little time, and I will just be very fast about it. And what do you need? Number one, what you need is that you need the tester for the pH. That means the potential hydrogen of your water. So testing through the pH, I will test through the pH and I will see what we have in my water. So in this water now, I will just be using a drop because I'm doing an experiment and I will have to manage my kit. So I'll put in a drop here. So putting a drop and checking this, it tells me I'm having an acidic water. Acidic water means very red water. This is red, but not that too red. In here, I'm having like 5. Yeah, 5. So I'll be putting this up, and I'll be putting some of our seashell inside. Just little of the seashell inside, just little. So by the time I put the seashell inside, this takes it gradually. And once we have tested the water before, you've seen me tested the water, but I'm having like 5. So another thing we are sending is what we call the bicarbonate of soda. The bicarbonate of soda are some of the elementary parameters in your water. Like if you are running through the hydrogen circuit, low of bicarbonate in your water, that is why your water turns acidic. That is why it talks acid. So I'll be using some of the bicarbonate of soda. You can see very small into this, just small into this, and I will be using what we call the calcium chloride. The calcium chlorides are materials that gives us our fishes what we call there's a material that gives our fishes calcium. Maybe you go to a lab to test your water and you are told your water, the calcium level of your water is extremely low. So these two works very well for our fishes. But this is the flakes. We have the powder, we have the flakes. So I normally enjoy using the flakes. So I will be putting some into the water too as well. And this is what we are sending today. We are sending the soda ash, we are sending the bicarbonate of soda, and we are sending the calcium chloride, bicarbonate of soda, the seashell, and the soda ash. This is the soda ash. But before I go into the soda ash, because of what I have here, I would like to check what we call the TDS of your water. The TDS of your water are some of the materials that are involved in your water. Any materials that is inside your water. This is what this will check. And inside this, based on the checking of the parameters, is where I can get the hardness from. Is my water really hard or really slow? So by the time I switch it off on, I'll be testing from the original water, which we checked before. So from the original water here, I'm having 168. So in here, I've mixed the soda, what's it called, the seashell in here. And after mixing the seashell, let us just test for the TDS, for the hardness of the water. So checking for the hardness of water, it tells me I have 198. So it tells me it has 198, and the original water is giving me 168, 164. So because of the amount of solid I can add into this and the way this can take it, I told you seashell is a natural based parameters that takes it gradually, and it helps a lot. That's why I love it. So this takes it to 198 from 164. So this is where we put our bicarbonate of soda, and checking into this takes it to 268, 270. Yeah, you can see this takes it to 270. That means it takes it higher very fast. Yes. And checking through our calcium chloride, the amount of TD hardness I'm having, it takes it to it takes it to 380. This can be the number of amount of what I put inside. It takes it very, very high. So this is just to tell you some of the materials you can use. If you are having water issues, you need to ask for the one you can use. You don't just use anyone. So I'm still going to the soda ash. I told you because I just want to test this, and we'll test for the soda ash. So let us just test for the potential hydrogen of the seashell. The potential hydrogen of the seashells tells me I'm having just a drop. The potential hydrogen of the seashell tells me I'm having the natural water, which takes it to 7. As you can see, that is the seashell. It takes it to 7. The seashell takes it to 7. Very good. And I'll be taking it off. Why I'm taking it off? I need to wash it. Why I'm taking it off is that I want to test for the soda ash, because we are also sending the soda ash today. This is a natural one, as you know, is 164, and I'll be putting some of the soda ash